Good morning, ladies. So today I wanted to do this live to talk a little bit more about a strategy that you can use to help when your mind is racing and to kind of ground you in the moment. So, a lot of you have kind of indicated that COVID's been very difficult, that anxiety's kind of been heightened during the COVID era, that, things existed before, but now you're even more anxious. And with that increasing anxiety, often comes that racing thoughts. So many of you are sharing with me that you have lots of racing thoughts going on. And when you have racing thoughts, you're all up in your head. So tune in today if this is something that you're struggling with, because I'm going to give you a strategy that's going to help you with those racing thoughts to slow them down and put you back in the moment. So this is one of the things that I do in the Holistic Anxiety Fix. We talk about mindset. And then in the Holistic Anxiety Fix program, we also go into biological causes. So today I'm going to be focusing much more around the mindset option, and then other talks I will go into the biological or physiological option. The nice thing about the mindset option is that it really kind of gives you in the moment strategies, and the physiological tends to be addressing more of the ongoing stressors that are creating your system to be in that heightened state. And then the mindset options are going to help to simmer that down a little bit more. So, if this is you, if you're finding you're getting those racing thoughts or those looping thoughts, or it's really, really hard for you to be in the moment. I know many of you have shared that with me, that one of the challenges with anxiety is that you don't feel like you're really experiencing the moment to the fullest, because part of you is like still kind of trying to manage what's going on in your mind. And we want to get you to a point where you're able to be calm and kind of like relaxed and being present in the moment. So, not too long ago, I was somebody who would go for these walks and my mind would race, and I had a really hard time being in the moment. And so what I'm going to share with you today is one of the many strategies that I've used to help my clients and myself kind of ground in the moment, because that's really something that can be super effective, and it's quick and it's easy to do. So it's not necessarily going to get to the root cause of why you're having anxiety. We're not going into that physiological piece, but it is going to help you in the moment. This is something, it's a strategy that's used with anxiety in the cognitive behavior therapy world. It's often used with people who have post-traumatic stress disorder, but I also like to use it with women, as I've just mentioned, that are really spinning, okay? Basically, it's a grounding technique. And so the idea is when you're really, really anxious, you're going to be kind of all up in your head, right? So all of your energy is stuck kind of managing your thoughts. And the role of your thoughts is to make sure, hey, am I safe? But what tends to happen is that when you're all up in your head, you're losing focus of where you are in your environment, of what's going on in your environment, and the fact that where you are right now is safe. Because something has triggered this lack of safety, whether it's internal stressors or external stressors, or worry about external stressors. And so what happens is your mind starts to loop around making sure that you're safe. And so this grounding technique, which is something that I use in the Holistic Anxiety Fix, is going to allow you to kind of be more present in the moment. So I offer meditations, actually guided meditations, but I'll just kind of give you a rundown of what that looks like. And so basically what you want to do is you want to go to a safe place. You want to invent something that's real or imaginary or be actually in the moment. And you want to activate all of your senses. So you're going to want to look at, what do I feel in this moment? So bringing your attention away from your head and back into your body. So what do my feet feel like on the ground? What does the shirt feel like against my skin? Can I feel my hair in the breeze? What other sensations do I feel? Can I touch my hands? For some people, they actually put an elastic around their wrist and then they'll kind of ping the elastic around their wrist. And then you want to look at, what can I smell and really engage in the smell sense? And then what do I taste? So sometimes even really slowly eating a piece of chocolate can be helpful. What do I hear in my environment? And again, this can be a real environment or it can be an imaginary environment. And the key to making this successful is actually to engage all of your senses, because what you're doing is you're giving your looping thoughts a break. So you're giving yourself some space to stop producing those neurotransmitters around the anxious moment and to pause and to be in the moment. So the more you make this realistic for your body, for your senses, the more effective it's actually going to be, because what's interesting is the mind actually can't distinguish between what we're thinking and what's real. So if you envision this imaginary safe place, the mind doesn't know the difference. The mind actually assumes that it's real as well. And so the more you kind of put yourself in that safe place, the better. Another technique that I like to do is I like to envision my feet on the earth. And this is actually moving into more of yoga philosophy, where we're grounding through the first chakra. And so we want to envision you in this safe place with your feet grounded on the earth and really focusing on that sensation and that connection to the earth. So yes, this is very difficult to do in the midst of a racing mind, but if you can, break that habit, put that pattern interrupter in, and or practice it on a daily basis so that your body at least has a bit of your day where it feels safe. That alone is going to be significant amount to shift you. So I'm curious to know if this is something that you've tried before. Have you tried these grounding techniques? Or is this something that's new for you? If you've tried it, let me know how you find it. And if it's new for you, let me know if you're gonna do it. Message me your experience below. Thanks for tuning in.